me to handle.
That's always my backup. If we suck at live meetings, I'm like, if this girl can do this, we can do this, right?
Well, I'm going to start the recording, and I told them that if it wasn't working, that it would be recorded. All right, we're recording. We're live on Facebook. I think we've got it all going. Hello, everyone. The post could not be on your team call tonight, so they asked Carrie and I to be on, and we are blessed to be here and to get some time to share with you all. Just some announcements. Tomorrow, Tuesday, the Corporate Opportunity Zoom, it will be Marcel Niederhauser. Marcel is amazing, so I would invite very business focused, right? Don't invite someone to look at the product and get on it. It might not be their thing, but it really is more business focused. And then Thursday night will be Dr. Nancy Bryant. So medical person, the people that are interested in the product, you can send them over to that. She will talk about the business, but she will start it off more with the product side of it. And then Saturday, we have the LVA, which we're getting back more and more to the traditional LVAs. Company is hoping soon that we can start having live LVAs again. So LVAs is more in-depth training. It's really to get the premier distributors to, it's really to get to Pro 1, 2s, and 3s to the premier ranks. Is what the focus of that is on that. And presenting on Saturday, so you're all better be on it, will be the amazing, wonderful, my angel, Carrie Williams, will be presenting. So will Blue Elam and Erica Dale. So it is going to be a rocking, powerful, amazing LVA on Saturday. I hope you can all tune in. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Carrie that is going to share a couple of things with you.
Hey guys, I just want to say it is so good to see all of your faces. We miss you. We hear about you. We hear some of you on calls. And first, just know that we love you guys. And we're just so excited to be here with you. Actually, I was just talking to someone else and they're like, Carrie, okay, you've been in this almost 11 years. Why are you still like this excited? And you guys, I think for me, I always, and I think Maria does too, like I take it back to that brand new person or exactly how I felt back then. And I think about really the pain, to be honest, and what I wanted out of it. And then I sit there and I think of how unbelievably grateful I am and how life-changing this has been. But I just really try, if you've been in this journey for a while, put yourself in that new person's shoes. If you're a distributor and you're presenting on Zooms or doing meetings for people, again, put yourself in that new person's shoes. Like, what did they want to hear and what could they maybe be wanting out of this and how could this potentially change their life? And never, ever forget that, because I think if you keep that in mind, like the sky's the limit of where you can go and you'll just have like boundless energy and fire and passion. And it's just so exciting when you can give that like to someone else, you know what I mean? Because they have, like, even listening to the Monday call today, right? It was unbelievable, tears streaming down my face. And I know everybody on the call, right? Or that was on this Monday. But really thinking about that moment and putting yourself there. So when you share from the heart, like what a massive blessing this can be for people that you have to share it with. So never, ever stop thinking about that. It is always about the new person, but then of course our journeys do change and grow along the way. And it's funny, I was listening to something Gabe Pearson had last week, and he was saying to really, he wished he'd kind of taken notes like along the journey or documented it somehow, because like, as weird as it might sound, and don't get me wrong, like my life is amazing, but like the fun part of the journey is getting it off the ground and go. And so he's like, I wish I'd literally like everywhere I'd ever been, and with different pictures and things like that. So just enjoy and embrace the journey, even if you're not where you want to be, but have fun. And I know this team is all about having fun and relationships, and you guys have this amazing community. So just don't forget that, you guys, because that is where life-changing, what we have to offer people. That's it.
Yeah, we want more from you, Carrie. No, No, exactly what you said. It's so true. You've got to put fun in it. I was thinking about that the other day because sometimes it's not fun, and I'm like, you know what? I need to put more fun into it, and I need to when it's not fun. And it's not, if something is draining you or giving you energy, right? So if it's draining you, you got to see why is it draining you. And I think is when I get back into gratitude and when I listen, like I don't miss the Monday morning calls. I mean, if I miss it, I'm because I have a one-to-one or something, I'm listening to the recording later on that day. But I try to make it that I listen on Monday because 11 years and it's always inspirational. It's always motivational. Like listening today, I was in tears. Des, you did an amazing job in your story and how Carrie Dickey pulled out those points where it really touches your heart. And we were all there. Like I can't even think about it or talk about it, but I remember the day that this is what I love about network marketing. The day that Chase was not doing well, and we had a prayer group and several of the beautiful amazing people that are on here led this prayer group. We covered all religions. Sveta was on there. She's Jewish, so she was praying in Hebrew. I mean, I'm Catholic, so I was doing my Catholic prayer out there. And I mean, everyone just, I know, yeah, everyone was just doing, we poured into Chase and to Des and their family because we are a family. And here he is thriving, so amazing. And so it's those moments why we love this business, right? So whenever you get out of that, someone said when you're stuck, oh God, did I say that? What was the quote?
You're making it about you versus them.
Or you're not in gratitude anymore, I think it is. No, it was a different, I got to go find that saying. I was listening to a podcast or something, and someone was talking about when you're stuck, it's because you're not in gratitude anymore. So get back into gratitude. We have a million reasons, no matter where you are, in this business, whether you're just a new distributor, a pro one, wherever you are, there's a million reasons to be grateful for because your journey's just beginning. The potential is unlimited of what is coming for you. And we have a breakthrough product that we all need in our body, right? And you're blessing people, right? If all you have is just customers right now, you're blessing people. And that's just, it's like taking the next step, right? And take another step and you're climbing those stairs. So, we wish we could pour the emotion of what we have gone through in this business so you could see that it's all worth it in the end. All the no's that we get, and Carrie and I still get no's. Carrie, you get no's, don't you?
Oh my gosh, I got a no on Saturday. And I'm like, why wouldn't you want my life? Oh, why don't you want this?
So see, I just had someone that couldn't believe that I got a no. And I'm like, what do you mean? Even though I can tell them my incredible health story, right, on this product, and then I can tell them about my life and what I'm making and how we live and how many people we've blessed, it doesn't matter. We can have the most perfect story. So if they say no to us, they will say no to you no matter what it is, right? And whoever you are. And it's not that they're saying no to us. They're saying no to themselves. They're in fear. They just don't get it yet, right? And all we can do is
timing in their life might not be right.
Right. And all we can do is keep loving on those people because you never know when it will turn around, right? And then ask them for referrals. Well, then who do you know? Who do you know that might want to, make some extra income, a couple of hundred, 1,000, 10,000, 50,000 a month, right? So just ask them that. Let that ponder in there, right? Let them process that. So yes, we just love you all so much. So I don't know. I know you have to leave, Carrie, and I want to turn it over, but anything else you want to add before we go on?
I'm just going to be driving.
Okay, that works. So I want to turn it over to a success story. Gloria Brinker has a distributor that she wants to introduce and her story and her background. So Gloria, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Maria. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Okay. So thank you so much, Maria. And this is distributor who is actually like 1, 2, 3, like 3 levels down from me. So she's actually not somebody that I enrolled. But what I will say is this is something that I just love about this company is that I meet Jamie Canup, okay? And I have never even met her in person yet, but we've talked on the phone, we've texted, she sends me texts of a variety of things, many times asking, can you invite this person to Vitality Living? I follow her on Facebook because I'm always amazed. She's got the cutest little pictures of goats on her Facebook page, the cutest little, and horses and things like that as well. So that's how I know her. And so she was actually invited or welcomed into the business by Kim Farniak. So again, she's a number of levels down from me, but that's what I do love about this. So Jamie is actually a dental hygienist who tells me that she shares these products with as many of her with her people sitting in the chair. You know, I guess that's a great way to do it because they can't go anywhere. You know, you're sitting there cleaning their teeth and they can't go anywhere. So anyways, then she can just share things with them if they're talking to her. A lot of people talk to their dental hygienist and they get to know them year after year and they know their families and things. And so it's a great opportunity. And I love that she takes that opportunity to share that with them. And so she lives in Harrisonburg, Virginia. So again, I'm in Minnesota. She's way in Harrisonburg, Virginia. So I think it's so cool that we get to know people across the nation. She tells me that her goats and also her horses are Nerf 2 activated. So not just herself, but also her goats and horses. So what I would say a real gift that Jamie has is that she plants seeds and plants seeds and plants seeds. And so I'm so excited for her to share now anything else that she wants to share, but mainly how what has been so successful for her over this last month. So Jamie, please share as much as you want to. Make sure that you let everybody know that you got in that 5 to 500 pool. It's fabulous.
Thank you, Gloria. What an introduction, and it's such an honor in getting a taste of that pool, and just to be, I mean, I'm on a call with Tanya and Janet and Maria and Gloria and Sharon, and I mean, people that I know are considered elites and some that are almost there, and then new people. And for those of you that aren't watching, I mean, my thought is that if one human can be successful with this and share such good, just amazing science and success stories. If one human can do it, the rest of us humans can do it, whether this is day 1 or day 400. So, but yeah, this community that I have joined has just been, it's literally, I mean, I'm 32 years old and I'm earning a master's degree in 2 weeks. And once I finish this master's degree, like I'm going to spend all of my free time on PubMed just researching this science. But going back to what made March different. So I started my journey a year ago after chronic health issues. And for me, although we can't make any promises, Kim found me on a Facebook support group for chronic health issues. And whether it's a chronic health issue group or a dog lovers group or a runners group, I mean, I've been able to share the science and the excitement with literally anyone. I mean, yes, I do see 15 patients a day, but as Gloria said, and Maria said, and Carrie said, not everyone's ready. But I mean, I've delicately tried to share with people because they don't come for me to give them medical guidance. But if they mention a struggle, I share something and I have excitement. And I've had people from high school who I just mentioned, one quick success story from Vitality Living, or they mentioned the word detox or inflammation, and I asked them if they're open to hearing more. And a couple people that I hardly shared any science with have contacted me, and they were the reason I was in the pool last month. I'm just super excited, so I can keep talking and talking. I didn't think I would have this problem, but when I first started, I wanted to share all of the science and all of the PubMed articles with people. And while some of us like those, that's not for everyone, and that's not what it takes to be successful. You just have to share your passion and show people that you care and you want to help. And if they're ready, they're going to join. And if not, maybe delicately mention it. One more quick story. I gave almost a whole bag of Axio to a family of 4 that I knew it could help. I delicately mentioned, I gave them long emails, and they didn't respond to my emails. I saw them in passing, and they said that they didn't care for the taste. But I saw them, a member of the family 2 weeks ago, after 6 months of not talking to them, not communicating, and I mentioned the Tri-Synergizer one more time, and she went home. She joined Vitality Living, and she didn't ask me any questions. She purchased. So, I mean, keep planting the seeds. That's what matters. No, I mean, mentioning it one time is enough. It's just keep sharing and keep showing people that we have something amazing, and that we care.
I love that, Jamie. And I hear that you are shy, right?
Yes. This is really big for me to be on here.
So you keep saying how you delicately, I can't even pronounce it right, whatever, share, right? You get it. I think that's so beautiful, right? And so you have to understand that a lot of network marketers are introverts. So I'm really an introvert. I learned along the way, I'm a situational extrovert. So putting me in certain situations, yes, I blossom, like when I know people. But whenever I go, for example, with my husband to a business gathering, that's his, like you would say that's not Maria Williams, because I'm very quiet, right? He's in the insurance industry. So they all start talking insurance and my eyes roll over. So I don't know how to communicate their language. So I tend to be introverted in those, times. So, how are you dealing with that, being an introvert and what you're doing? So share that with us, because I know there's other people in here that feel that way. Like, how do you approach people? How do you talk to people? I'm not a people person, right? But so tell us, how are you overcoming that?
Well, first off, I think, and this has been really big for me, is that if I have a question, I don't have to figure out the answer. I can reach out to Gloria or Kim or Tanya, has allowed me to speak with some physicians in the company that I don't know at all, but like, that's how this company works. So if you don't quite think you know how to do something, someone in the company does. But I think my personality, I do a lot of listening, and that helps me to sort of be intuitive and make sure people know that you care. And I do care, like all of you care. I think if you listen to their stories and you let them talk, and you ask them maybe to share their story or where they're from, I think that really opens doors for you to be able to say, oh my goodness, I know someone. For example, I mean, I've followed every little person on the screen. I feel like I could give a little synopsis, because I've gone through one person, and I've gone through Vitality Living, and I've gone through TMAC. And if someone mentions a health story, I see one of your all's heads, because Maria, you're a success story. Carrie is a success story. Carrie's son. I've never met Carrie or her son, but I talk about them all the time. So I think just connecting to someone where they're at, if they're, I mean, wherever someone's passion is, someone's interest is, LifeVantage can go there. Whether they're looking for a job opportunity, that's not what I was looking for. I love science, I wanted to help. But whether they're an animal lover and they don't want to say goodbye to their dog. My dog passed away right before Kim shared LifeVantage with me, and for me, my way of grieving is to tell other dog lovers about how I think that, while I don't know, I think that Nerve2 activation could have changed our fate. So I think just connecting with people wherever they're at, and there really is a connection with so many different paths for so many different people. And if you can't think of one at the time, wait until you see the person again, because it's there.
Yeah. This business is all about sharing stories. And when you can get passionate about stories, and I love how you went through Vitality Living looking for stories. And if you're ever stuck with the story, reach out to any of us and say, hey, do you have anybody in this situation or that situation? Or, I'm going to be talking to a firefighter. Do you have any firefighters with success? Like, we know like all the elites, and we know their background. So there's got to be someone in there with some kind of connection that we can say, hey, yeah, we've got someone that's successful, because whatever skill set you have from whatever you do, they are transferable into this business. You just have to know and ask enough questions that you'll find whatever people have as a skill set. And when you can show people that their skill set could blend in to this, can be used here, then, because everyone's thinking is, oh, can I do this? I mean, remember when you first got told about this, weren't you thinking like, I don't know, she's so good, I can't do this. Can I, how can I do this, right? Can I really do this? So always have that in the back of your mind when you're talking to people, because if you know what they do, you can say, well, you do these things, right? I remember I told my husband when I first got into this business, I said, oh, I'm not a salesperson, I can't do this. That was my thing. After I signed up, I'm telling him, oh, I don't know if I'm going to do this. I'm going to take the product, but I'm not a salesperson. So, and I was in HR for 20 some years. And he said, Maria, what do you do when you find the right candidate? You interview someone. So first of all, I was recruiting. So this business is about interviewing, asking questions, recruiting. But he said, what do you do when you find that right person? And I knew automatically. I said, because I know how I operated, right? I started telling them about all the great benefits we had at the company. I started telling them about the promotion opportunities. I started telling them if they were moving from a different state, I would tell them where to live, what the school system was. So I knew, I did my research. So what was I doing? So my husband said to me, so what were you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. I was just trying to show them that this was a great place to live. No, I was selling the company to them, right? I was selling the benefits, everything else, so they could make that decision. And then he said, well, when you like a movie or a book or a restaurant, what do you do? I said, well, I call my sisters and I call my best friends. And he's like, you're always sharing. So it took him, like the third party, kind of looking and saying, we're always selling. Right? We're always selling something. And sometimes you're not selling it directly, but you're selling it for someone else. So if you tell someone about a movie, you're not going to make a dime on that, but Harkins Theater, whatever you have in your area, AMC, Harkins, I don't know, whatever you have, they're going to make the money. So you just sold them on that, but you didn't make anything. We tend to get in our heads, oh, I'm selling. Yes, we are selling product. Absolutely. Right. We are. We're sharing a business opportunity, right? You're not selling that they have to see that you're sharing, and then they have to come into it. But yes, we're selling a product, but if you love and believe in the product, what's wrong with that? Nothing at all, right? So we have to get that mindset out that, I don't care who it is, I'm going to tell them about this product because they have to know about it, right? It may not be everyone with the business, but I always ask, I'll tell them about the business because you always have to tell the whole story. But if it's not for them, it's who do they know, right? And I have the luxury of doing this for 11 years that I ask lots of questions, and there may be some people that I don't want in my business, or I don't see that personality, or I don't see, that they really want this bad enough from the questions I've asked. So sometimes I go straight to, who do you know that might like this? And I completely don't even ask them, and sometimes they surprise me, and sometimes I was spot on that it wasn't for them. So, and that just takes time as you do this, as you talk to people, right? Because you want people that I'm writing a chapter for a book. The 3 things I put in there was, when you're looking for someone or talking to someone, is be coachable. Like, find someone, will they be coachable? Because, if they come in and they're already a know-it-all and they don't let you get 2 words in to explain the business, then it's like, oh boy, this is going to be tough, right? Because we all had to step into this and learn. So you have to be coachable. And then you have to be a great student. Just like Jamie just said, I remember every Sunday morning, everyone was asleep. I'd get up extra early and I would watch the YouTubes that we had at that time, right? Because they were like hour longs. And so before everybody got up and got noisy, before we went to church, I was watching the YouTubes, or I was listening to something. I was trying to absorb as much as I could. And daily now I'm doing, personal development daily, but at that point it was learning about, when I first started, was learning about the product and learning about the business, learn about this industry. So be coachable, be a great student. And can you believe I forgot the third one? Oh my goodness. I completely
Work
forgot.
ethic.
Work ethic? Yeah, that wasn't it. There was something else, Carrie. I can't remember. I'm going to leave you all in suspense. I will put it in the notes. See, that's what happens, my brain just went somewhere else. Maybe it'll come to me in a second. But there was 3 things that I put in the chapter that were key to this. I can't remember the last one. So I'm going to move on, what I wanted to actually talk about. So thank you, Jamie, so much for sharing. Thank you for, having the courage to get on here and share with everyone. So we really appreciate it. And, when you share like that, it helps everyone because people are resonating and saying, look, if she can do it, I can do it. So
can I just share one more thing? Can I share just one more thing with for Jamie? Actually, she actually has favorite quotes, and even when she was talking, she has favorite quotes on her Facebook page. And one of them that I think just hits the nail on the head tonight is, it says, "A loving heart is the beginning of all knowledge." And that's a quote that's on her Facebook page by Thomas Carlyle. But anyway, a loving heart is the beginning of all knowledge. And that's what I think expresses what Jamie's doing. Her loving heart goes out. She hears people's concern. She wants to know what they need. And then that gives her the knowledge in regards to what she should share. And it just explains exactly, I think, what this business is about. So thank you again, Jamie, for saying yes to this business. I know Kim is on here. Thank you so much for inviting Jamie into it. And again, thanks tonight for coming on and sharing. You did an awesome job.
Thank you so much. You guys are just a great community to be a part of. So I'm not going anywhere. Even if I'm not in the poll next month, there's another month. So thank you all.
Very good.
Great attitude. I love it. Love it. And I remember, thank you, Gloria. That gave me enough time for my brain to get back on track. Boy, and I have drank Axio today. Be coachable, be a great student, and then you become a leader. Be a leader, right? Because once you learn, that is what network marketing is all about, is you become the leader. You become the teacher now. So it's be the teacher, right? Which is the leader in this business. So my last few minutes, my tip that I wanted to share with you all is find an accountability partner, but find someone that's really going to hold you to the fire, and whatever you commit that you're going to do daily, that you are going to text each other. I think it's super important. I was just in a challenge group, a training group with my Australian team. And we had a different type of DMO that we had to do, right? So one of the things was we had to friend 12 new people. It started with 5 and we ended up with 12 new people a day. And so the person that was leading this told us all to find an accountability partner. And so I had an accountability partner, and it was like when the day was ticking on and I hadn't added my 12 people, I'm like, holy mackerel, I got to find a way. And it wasn't just adding people. You had to add them. You needed to leave them a voice message, and then you needed to go on their posts and comment and all that. So they could, so you could begin this interaction with them. So my hard thing was, what do I say to these people? How do I connect? Because I didn't build my business on Facebook and connecting with people on Facebook, strangers. It was really people I knew, and it was the people on Facebook that I knew, but now adding people that I don't know. So I was like, holy mackerel, an accountability partner actually works. Like I remember Carrie was my accountability partner. She's muted. So I'm going to tell a little story about Carrie. We had, we signed up like in July. I signed up in July, the end of July. And I think 4 months in, we got Carrie Dickey and Stu Brody to come here to Arizona. Maybe, it was about 4 months in. And so Carrie said to me, now, granted, I had already talked to probably 500 people in those months because I was doing this all the hours available. Like I didn't had a full-time job. So I was just working. And so Carrie said, we got to get 75 people. You have to contact 75 people. And I'm like, how am I going to get 75 people when I've already talked to everybody I know? I was living in Arizona. I had no family or friends here. So I did not know people here. I was only living here 1 year. But I had to find 75 people to invite. And she wanted to see my list.
Wait, okay. I said, I'll show
no, I'm going to mute you.
If you show me yours.
I'll show you yours if you show me yours. Yeah, whatever, Carrie. She made me 75 people. So she was my accountability partner, right? Her and I, and I did invite 75 people, not 75 came, but I had 75 real invites to it. But we did pack the house because when Carrie Dickey's coming to your house to do a presentation, you're not going to have just 2 people. You want to pack the house as much as possible, right? So you invite and you step out of your comfort zone. So what I wanted to say is go find an accountability partner, right? And pick whatever activities you want, whatever DMO, daily method of operation you want to follow. But one of the things that you must do is commit to how many people you're going to reach out to, whether it's going to be 1 a day, 2 a day. If you're at the beginning, you've got a lot more people, but commit to a couple of things that you're both going to do. And then if you don't hit it at night, you don't have to beat yourself up. But if you only got half of it, but then you can have a conversation, and that if you have to be accountable, if you're going to have to report to someone what you're doing, you're going to really step it up a little bit, because I know I did, because I could have said, I'm a pro 9. Why do I got to add people, right? I don't need to do this. But when I committed to this, I said, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to follow this, because I love to feel what you all are feeling. Because I remember when I started, but it's important to continue to feel what all of you are feeling every day when you get those no's, when you are reaching out to people, when you're stepping out of your comfort zone, right? So, it really showed me how important, right? So find someone. It could be someone in this business. It could be someone outside of this business. I know Tanya, someone said she had an accountability partner outside of this business. And so that has been helping her a lot. I know I had gotten a coach, and the one thing this coach did was really became my accountability partner, because whatever I said I was going to do, and when we had our call in 2 weeks, that was the first thing she used to ask me. So this is what you said you were going to do, and how much of it did you do? So find someone to be that person, and don't find someone that's going to let you off the hook. So if you didn't make whatever numbers you said you were going to make, how many calls, make sure they challenge you. And why not? What happened, right? Because we will start finding a way to make those things happen, because it's much better to say, yes, I added 12 new people, than no, I was doing laundry, or I got pulled away, or this happened, right? You will find a way. When you commit, you will find a way. So that is my tip I wanted to leave you with, was find an accountability partner, right? So love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being on here. Thank you for being part of this amazing family that we have. And we're all here. Reach out to Carrie and I anytime. The best way is texting me, or on Messenger on Facebook, or WhatsApp is the best way to reach me. But if I can ever help you, for those that I haven't met face to face yet, if I can do anything to help you, I'm always here, and love you all so much. So thank you, everyone. Have a great night.
Thank you. Good night, guys.
Thank you.